What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing.
This podcast is hardly focused.
The French.
A lady by the name of Hailey Welch. And if you don't know that name, perhaps you know Hawk Tuah.
I've heard of it, but like I was just like I kind of don't want to look up whatever this is, because just like this seems really stupid. What even is that? Because like I'm assuming that's the noise of this girl spinning, but I don't know the context of this at all.
So she was interviewed, I think, for like something on YouTube or TikTok, and was asked a question and responded accordingly.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing.
And it went viral.
I see.
And went viral because she's not a bad looking lady to begin with, but then she's just so forthright and graphic, and also gives, I guess, a really good articulation of how to describe it.
Hawk Tuah.
So that's become the nickname. She's enjoying her 15 minutes of fame, and much like Bart Simpson when he said, "I didn't do it," this will fizzle out at some point.
So, when did this drop? Like, it was like what, last week?
I'd say probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it continues.
Okay, yeah, because I went to a flea market over the weekend, and like I already saw like T-shirts with that, like with Hawk Tuah on it.
Yeah.
Wow, they move fast.
She has official merchandise already. Hawk Tuah 24. I have been known to buy T-shirts that are in reference to things that, you know, go viral, that are really big at the time, that, you know, if I were to wear those garments today, I'd have to like explain what it
Chocolate is. Rain.
Yeah, exactly. If I had a shirt with Tazon Day on it, yeah, I would have to, someone's not going to know who that is and be like, the year was 2007.
Chocolate rain.
So I guarantee you, even at the end of this year, like say like 6 months from now, someone's walking around wearing a Hawk Tuah 24, and someone's going to ask, "What does that mean?" And they're going to have to go back and explain the whole thing.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing.
According to TMZ, Hailey Welch, the Hawk Tuah girl, she appeared on Brianna LaPaglia's Plan Brie podcast this past Monday. This is the first time she has made any sort of appearance, spoken out, since this thing went viral. There's really, up until this week, really no trace of her on the internet beyond the clip.
Hawk Tuah.
There's an Instagram page, and sources keep linking to this Instagram page, and it straight up says in the description, quote, fan page. So it's not her, but people keep pointing to it saying she's already racked up 3 million followers on Instagram. Like, no, a fan page has taken advantage of this and is reaping the benefits.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So she's caught.
Yeah, and unfortunately, no one's realized it, I'm assuming. Yeah. And I'm sure she's trying to fix that now, but like, oops.
You know how it is, dude. No one reads. Nobody reads.
No, nobody reads anything.
No. She goes on the Plan Brie podcast, and she had to verify some claims that have been made about her since she went viral. So she had to confirm she is not a school teacher. People, I don't want to say for some reason, because to associate such a quote with a teacher actually seems pretty appropriate in this day and age. But she's not a school teacher. She had to clarify that she did not lose her job over the video. I guess she works at a factory and still works at that factory. With the way things are going for her, she might not have to work there for much longer. And also, her father is not a preacher, because it was assumed she's got this very thick Southern accent, We just have to assume.
Is it what she got a southern accent, so they just assume that she's a preacher's daughter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The stereotyping, it writes itself.
Yeah. So she has been staying off social media. She's been off social media for a while, which I applaud. And she was off it when this thing went viral. So she has effectively missed this whole thing, which is admirable if you think about it. If you go viral and you don't find out until like a week and a half later that you're like one of the most popular figures on the internet, you're going to be one of the most memorable things of 2024.
And you just like wake up and you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to be on like clip shows for ages to come.
I'm going to be on Tosh.0.
I mean, yeah, though.
She decided to come forward and do interviews after fake profiles began to appear on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. There's that fan page I just mentioned. It's not actually her. It's a fan page. Just culling photos from other profiles that happen to have her in it. Even when this thing took off, her identity was being attributed to someone that doesn't look like her in the least. And this other just random chick was getting all the credit for the first few days. And she had to come out and say, it's not me. I wish it was, but it's not me. I have morals, you see. Here's a clip from the interview where money was offered to her for something in particular.
Do creepy guys message you? Is it scary? Are you like, what the fuck did I do?
So the guy that does my hats, he got offered $600 like 3 days ago for me to spit in a jar and sell it. That is revolting. That's just disgusting, is it not?
That's crazy.
And I was like, should I do it? And I was like, no,
you should just like pour water in it.
Yeah,
and
they would never
send
know.
It. Yeah.
People are weird, man.
Come on, like, listen, that doesn't even surprise me anymore. You think the bathwater thing and that's bad? Ooh, there's some edges of the internet you should never travel to. Let me just put it that way.
The bathwater thing comes up frequently. That's I think, second time now that's come up.
Yeah, well, listen, the fact that there are, literally, like, I don't know if this is just a joke, but I'm sure this exists, like feetfinder.com, like, things like this exist. There are things that people use to get the stuff that they want. There is an audience for everything. And the moment that you release yourself out into the public, you will find the audience, and the audience will find you. And sometimes it's not a good thing. Yeah. I am not surprised that someone that went viral for something like that is probably wading through disgusting messages and any inbox that she has that is actually connected to her that people recognize her through. Yeah. It would not surprise me.
Now she's been, I know she's been given a management deal, but I don't know if she's actually been approached by, I mean, the default is like Vivid Entertainment, but like Pornhub, any of those organizations. Whereas a couple weeks ago when the Oilers were playing the Panthers in the Stanley Cup, there was a lady who went viral for flashing while she was in the crowd, and a quite voluptuous woman, and was like the next day offered deals with all of those organizations, and she took the Playboy deal and is now posing for Playboy, and she's going to be set for a while. Sometimes you just got to take it, man.
I mean, yeah, like if the moment is right, I guess it works in your favor.
Here's Hailey talking about what the future holds.
What do you do now? Because now you have management, now you have a team. What are your plans moving forward? Like, do you want to still be the Hawk Tuah girl, or do you want to, like...
I don't really want that to be like my image.
Yeah.
Like, Hawk Tuah girl. I don't see that being like my thing. Yeah, I don't want to be known as that.
She's optimistic, but no, you're going to be remembered forever as the Hawk Tuah girl. Just like Tazon Day is going to be remembered for Chocolate Rain. That one dude is going to be remembered for Hide Your Kids, Hide Your Wife.
Like everyone tries to pivot their I mean, has there been anyone that like like I'm sure there's been a couple people that have like successfully pivoted their meme status into actually doing stuff. Like Brittany Broski is like a good example of that. Of like someone that like went like she's a kombucha girl and like she's made a name for herself, has kind of cemented herself into like has her own niche.
Yeah.
But like I can't think of a lot of other people that have like really successfully done that, like gone from like literally just a memeable thing and then turned into something bigger that we like are all talking about now still.
Some of these viral people, I mean, they don't necessarily turn bad, but they sell out. Like Tay Zonday doing the cherry chocolate rain commercial for Dr. Pepper, or ain't nobody got time for that Sweet Brown doing like dentistry commercials. Like you start getting offered money, and then all of a sudden the thing that you're famous for, you're not famous anymore, and it's lost its appeal, it's lost its touch. Half the time these things are great because they're spontaneous. There's no planning.
At the same time, get your money.
Sure, yeah.
If they're willing to pay you because they're short-sighted and they're just doing their little corporate dance, get your money, get in, get out. You don't need to be super famous. Just, have your 15 minutes of fame. If you're set for life after it, great. Don't be dumb and waste all of it and then just end up as like a BuzzFeed article like, where are they now?
Yeah.
That's when you've really hit rock bottom.